What's up everybody, it's Critical. Like many others, I was tuning into the whole Total Eclipse thing, the American Freedom Eclipse, and while I was waiting for it to come to Tampa, I decided to watch some streams on it because I was very excited. Tampa often doesn't get a lot of the big conventions and big shows, so I was very pleased that my city's petitions to the sun gods didn't fall on deaf ears and they were going to bring the show to Tampa as well, albeit a little bit later. But I wanted to scratch this itch. I wanted a little sneak peek behind the scenes action, so I tuned into the NASA Twitch broadcast of it, and man, that was an absolute fucking jumbled mess. Let's go ahead and play some of this.
So let's go right now to Salem, Oregon to hopefully catch a glimpse. There's a large celebration underway, coordinated by the Oregon.
The first thing you'll notice is the syncing of the voices is very off. This is one of the first signs and symptoms of a total solar eclipse, disrupting the magnetic quantum beams from our technology, throwing off all of our voice syncing technology. NASA was hit very hard by this. Now I know most people were all hyped up and expecting some cosmic werewolves and interstellar vampires, as well as some cybernetic goblins starting to roam the Earth for a brief period of time during the eclipse, but really the only things we got from the eclipse were this bad NASA broadcast, as well as the total eclipse making my penis a little bit smaller.
Museum of Science and Industry. Jesse Carpenter from NASA's Ames Research Center is standing by.
The corona is so hot. That's like if you were standing next to a fireplace and as you moved away, it got hotter, which is crazy. But we know that it's from those dynamic magnetic fields that we're seeing here.
This look on their face is one of pure horror. It's as if someone on the camera team just bent over and showed them the whole dirty chocolate starfish asshole they have, and they're just disgusted and taken aback. They're getting some bad news here.
Okay, I just got word that we haven't started. Okay.
This sounds like the fucking horrendous voice acting from the original House of the Dead arcade games.
Okay, I guess we're going from the top.
The dude's face says it all. I think that look right there basically just kind of sums up the entire solar eclipse in a nutshell. That's it. See ya. You are just full of asshole. No, now you're just being absurd. Scientists have confirmed I can teleport. You don't believe me? You want me to prove it? Ooh boy, that left me winded. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to excuse me. I'm looking for the woman who was giving me a blowjob during this interview. Don't talk about me like I'm not right here. What, you don't believe what you just saw? You just bore witness to history. This ain't no fairy tale bullshit, that was real. Can't seem to find where that woman went. She must have had to go change out of her sodden panties. But I think I've proven my point. Trust me, I'm very romantic. I'd make sure you were sexually satisfied at all times. Look, let me show you what I'd do. I'd take you, I'd put you on my lap, I'd ask you, what do you want for your birthday? Then I'd take my right hand, put it over your right breast. Then I'd take my left hand, put it over your left titty. I'd start whispering the Extreme Dinosaurs theme song into your ear. Oh, pardon me. No, you're not interrupting me at all, sir. Yeah, it's your show. I understand it's your show. The fuck? Nope, I don't believe you. You're full of shit. Fucking full of shit. You are fucking while being full of shit. That's what you're doing. No, I will not slide my paper over to you. I like holding paper. Another successful teleportation. Did you like that, ma'am? Oh, don't take that tone with me. I'm holding paper. Alright, how about you all just simmer down here? Look, it was an accident. I wanted to teleport myself, not the entire studio. Okay, ma'am, calm down. Look, it was a mistake. I will brush my teeth with your ass cheeks. Don't push me. She started it.
Tornadoes are one of the most feared and destructive forces on the planet.
Second only to cockroaches. Wow, all this just for a little Weather Channel segment? This CGI looks pretty fucking good. Who did they hire for this? The Marvel VFX team? The entire show's budget for the whole year went into this segment.
Alright, if they can type a tornado is pulverizing everything in its path.
Except that American flag. Because that'd be unpatriotic. Whoa! We need a way to beat tornadoes. When the fuck can we finally make an impact on tornadoes? Like, we can kill everything on the planet except hurricanes and tornadoes? I don't accept that. Man, this is a fucking full-on production. He actually just gets tossed across the room and just fucking explodes. Good God! There's just mangled corpses all around him. We still got the American flag, though. Let's find a way to beat them. What about we shoot it a lot in the opposite direction that it's spinning? Good Lord, it's coming in again!
You're out on the highway.
Get out of there, lady!
With a massive tornado.
Run!
It's options that can help.
Man, she is super small. Like, she barely reaches a car's tire as it goes by.
Pull completely off the road. Move away from your vehicle. Lie down flat on the ground and cover your head.
What?
If you decide to stay in your car, keep your seat
Would that
on.
actually do
Keep the
anything?
engine running so airbags
If it can launch cars, wouldn't it launch a person?
Duck below the wind, needing a gram of TNT. And there are thousands of
Jesus, she just took a direct hit.
So before you hit
God, she's eating all of it.
Let's take this down.
Cover yourself with an American flag.
A little closer to the ground.
That should be part of the curriculum.
There is so much warm air.
If there's a tsunami on its way, just get low and put a flag over yourself.
Most of the precipitation around me is. You hear that?
Oh God, run! Run! The Whomping Willow's coming!
Holy smoke!
Jesus Christ, it's an Amazon delivery truck.
You gotta be.
Jeff Bezos says no. You will work during an ice storm?
Look, the bus is already starting to slow.
God!
150
here across America.
What's next? What to do during a kaiju attack, and then it's just a full CGI Godzilla fight?
Support vehicles, including a pickup.
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Foot of ice. Honestly, if you don't.
Oh, look at the lake's frozen. Good chance to take my Ford F-150 out on it.
Oh no.
How weather impacts football like you've never seen before. That's exactly what I was wondering. I was like, damn, I just don't really understand how weather plays a role in football. Do they have an animation to break it down?
Yeah,
Is he an expert on football weather?
I just feel like this is not the right place to talk about football.
The only one that knows the
right?
optimal football
so
weather
we say
conditions.
We go outside and hit the field. There
Whoa!
you go, Jordan. Is this more your speed?
Now I'm in my element.
NFL Blitz 2002?
Okay, so the players are warming up.
Jesus, is it? Good Lord, there's a woman in the crowd showing her tits. What does the weather say about that?
You're pretty. You got the W there.
Aww.
So how does a quarterback stay hot?
She likes him.
Well, the fight against the cold really starts on the sideline.
The weather between these two is hot. Yeah, but I don't even care about this anymore. What's the forecast say about you two kissing on the lips? 80% chance? Who would have guessed that when it's cold, the quarterback's hands get cold?
Between seeing the flash and hearing the thunder.
What?
For every 5 seconds.
Bro, these are some like galaxy brain speedrun strats.
The sooner thunder is
I'm gonna impress the
after
shit out of my
flash,
friends.
The closer the strike is and the greater danger
Hold up.
you're in.
Everyone shut the fuck
That's
up.
good to remember.
Did you hear that?
As soon as you hear thunder roar, you should be headed indoors. That strike
The storm is 2.1 miles away.
Here.
We need to find a way to stop lightning.
For lightning bolt.
Yeah, I wish there were superheroes like the anti-lightning.
And hit objects on the ground.
His job could just be like firing his anti-lightning bolts into the sky.
Whether it's back and forth,
So
to
wet
work or doing
leaves?
errands, or just enjoying the fall color.
I don't think I've
weather
ever
is always
paid attention to
a
wet
factor.
leaves.
So we're going to look at why in the windshield wipers are going on our car. We've got the headlights on, of course, if our wipers are on.
So this is when we pull off to the side of the road and lay down.
It's in
What is that?
contact with the leaves on the roads. Well, these leaves.
Those fucking leaves?
Coating on
Thought they
the
could pull a
side.
fast one on
That's
us.
actually meant to
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. Like many of you out there, I don't watch a whole lot of TV anymore. That's not to say I don't use it. I'll still hook my computer up to it and throw shit on it from there. Even my parents, as technologically inept as they are, don't watch a whole lot of what's on TV. They just hook devices up to it. Albeit they do it in some type of weird Frankenstein manner. They take some weird ass cables, they'll have like an Ethernet cable running through an AV splitter which quantum tunnels into the back of the TV somehow. It's a fucking mess, but they get it to work. Point I'm making is no one really watches what's on TV anymore. Gone are the days of getting high with your friends and channel surfing and staring at the TV, the tube as they used to call it. Now it's all about snorting crocodile alone and staring at water bottles. However, sometimes when I eat breakfast or just any meal throughout the day, I'll flip on the TV to just have some background noise. I have 2 months free of HBO and they play Jimmy Neutron every day, the 2001 Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius movie, so I've seen that bitch 6 or 7 times. It doesn't get old. But today, I tried to mix it up a little bit and I turned on some regular cable. I wanted to see what the news was like these days, so I went on Fox News. And by God, I couldn't have chosen a better day to do it. I was given this beautiful nugget of comedy.
Yeah, excellent. All right, I see that this
Have
is...
you guys ever even watched the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like you haven't.
Yes. I just bought a toilet. It's a Super Bowl. Anyway, I did. I got a new toilet installed this yesterday.
Greg Gutfeld, more like Greg Gutbuster, truly delivered one of the best knee slappers I've ever heard. Now I can acknowledge it's a thinking man's type of humor. It's very subtle. It may have gone over your head if you're not an avid high IQ Rick and Morty fan, so I'm going to go ahead and play it again.
Yeah, excellent. All right, I see that this
Have
is...
you guys ever even watched the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like you haven't.
Yes. I just bought a toilet. It's a Super Bowl.
That is the face of a man who is content, who knows he has slayed his entire audience with perhaps one of comedy's best one-liners. Every muscle in his face is tightening up in unison, and it literally looks like my asshole when it's losing a battle against holding back a large shit. Now, I found this clip on YouTube. It doesn't have the entire segment here, but it has a decent bit. I got to witness the entire ethereal beauty of this segment live. Well, I guess not really live, because I don't think Greg Gutfeld's show is live. Maybe it is. I could be wrong. I can't say I've caught up on my Greg Gutfeld lore. I've kind of missed a few arcs in the manga. But what I saw confirmed to me that TV is dead. Absolutely dead. Fox News must have taken the absolute most cookie-cutter show and people that could find and got the most bare-bones, awful jokes they could possibly have shoehorned in here. If this is all improv, then they've got the worst improv actors from the middle school across the street. This was something I could have never expected, and it was beautiful. Let's give this an encore.
Yeah, excellent. All right, I see that this
Have
is...
you guys ever even watched the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like you haven't.
Yes. I just bought a toilet. It's a Super Bowl.
That one just really got me fucking. It's a joke you can hear a million times and you'll always giggle. It's a real side splitter, a real wide shitter. If I had to give any critique of this masterpiece to the man who has clearly mastered his craft of comedy, I would have to say I don't like how he goes on to justify that he indeed purchased a new toilet. You're not fooling me, Greg. I know you didn't buy a new toilet. The joke was beautiful. You didn't need to go into any type of explanation. Come on. Don't backpedal on it. Everyone knows you didn't buy a new toilet. And if you did, then I want you to prove it to me, Greg. I want you to show me that new toilet. I want you to show me the receipt with the date on it, so that way I can confirm whether or not you did indeed buy a toilet. But I know you didn't, Greg. I know you won't take me up on that challenge. I know you're probably not even going to give a shit about me issuing that challenge. But hey, who gives a shit? Let's go ahead and play that beautiful joke one more time.
Yeah, excellent. All right, I see that this
Have
is...
you guys ever even watched the Super Bowl?
Yes.
I'm starting to feel like you haven't.
Yes. I just bought a toilet. It's a Super Bowl. I just bought a toilet. It's a Super Bowl.
One of the longest running kids TV shows, Arthur, has finally ended. After about 26 years, they closed the book on that bad boy. It's a show that I didn't watch a ton of growing up, but one that I always respected, and the finale does a great job of wrapping everything up in a wholesome way. However, I personally would have preferred a more action-oriented conclusion. Like Arthur goes on an absolute ass-beating spree, stops an entire terrorist organization by himself, and then in like the climactic final showdown with the head of the organization, he just gets fucking unloaded on, just peppered with bullets, but he keeps tanking through it as he's leaking blood out of every new hole punched in his body, tackles him off of a balcony into like this giant pit of lava, kind of like in Terminator 2, and as Arthur is dying, just sinking deeper and just being melted, he gives a thumbs up on his way down as it slowly continues to sink. It would have been so poetic and just such an amazing thing to remember Arthur for. I do think it was a missed opportunity. In their finale, he just writes a book, which I guess is like cool, but not nearly as memorable as something that I described there. It would have had much more oomph to it. I mean, just think about it, and you could even set yourself up for the sequel. So he's giving the thumbs up, he's on the way down, and then out of nowhere, DW gets like a fucking rope and Tarzan's in, grabs the hand, and then gives him a proper burial, like a soldier's burial. So she has his hand, the last thing remaining from Arthur, and then we cut in the next part to the funeral service for Arthur. He gets like the Purple Heart, he gets a full military send-off, and then in the final scene, just like in the Justice League, little rocks begin to float over the coffin to let you know Arthur's still alive. Just something to think about. I think there was a lot more opportunity to make something incredible out of the Arthur finale, but I want to show like the very last 2 or so minutes of it, just so that way we can all be on the same page with how Arthur officially ended in the canon universe. Now, not to sound like some ignorant swine, I just don't know what the fuck this thing is. It's like a Ouija board with a chicken head on it or something. I don't really know. It's like some kind of alien gadget. I don't know this in the Arthur lore. Like I said, I haven't watched it in a long time, and even when I was a kid, I didn't watch all that much of it. But from what I can gather from this scene, it's able to tear a wormhole into the space-time continuum and let us see 20 years into the future. So it's some type of extraterrestrial crystal ball, I suppose.
Arthur! Sorry I'm late. I had all these stories to read. Hey, you'll never guess what Kate wrote about.
Well, with you as her teacher, it was probably about aliens.
This further confirms my theory that it was some type of ancient alien artifact that we just looked at that took us to this dimension here in the multiverse of madness. But yeah, I actually do like this approach to the finale where you get to see the characters all grown up and see where they ended up in life. Arthur looking like he just got out of Whole Foods after getting some gluten-free alternatives, and Buster looking like he just got out of prison and is trying to sell Arthur on a Ponzi scheme he's cooked up. There's just something about Buster as an adult that looks a little off-putting, and I think it's the combination of his weird comb-over hair and trench coat. He looks like the kind of guy that'd be flashing his penis at a local park or something.
You get an F, Arthur Reed. It's about a baby who can read animals' minds. It's really good. Maybe she'll be a writer.
As many of you know, I'm the acclaimed author behind such classics as Nutty Noodle Man and Moon Ninja back when I was like 6 and 7 years old, so I understand quality writing when I hear it, and I'm just going to tell you right now, Buster, I'll rip the band-aid off. She doesn't have what it takes. A baby that can read minds. That's like the least effective superpower ever. The baby can't communicate what the animals are saying. It's Eliza Thornberry if Eliza Thornberry couldn't speak. That's not helpful. So if I was the teacher of this class, she would be getting a pretty low grade on this paper. She'd need to incorporate more elements to it to make it more exciting. Like if that baby was also a super baby genius that could speak fluent English and then relay the thoughts of the animals, well, okay, now we might have something. It just needs a little more refining, Buster, is all I'm trying to say.
Is that it?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's any good.
The latest polls have us neck and neck, but I think I can pull ahead. George, can I put one of these up?
Sure! My sugar bowl is your sugar bowl, and I'll do anything to get that Mayor Hirsch out of office.
Again, it is just cute and wholesome to see the core cast all grown up later in life. So she's running for mayor. George now owns the sugar bowl. George also really doesn't like the current mayor. I don't know why. He just must not approve of their policies or something.
I know. Why doesn't he just retire already?
Hey, are those the latest style?
Yeah, but we haven't released them yet. I'm just testing them out.
It may be nice now, but that cold front is gonna body slam Elwood City by Tuesday.
Hey, this is a no parking zone. Move it.
Hey, DW. It's me, Bud.
So it's becoming a bit of a speed run to see them all grown up. They all just happen to be right around the area where Arthur was, working on his book. And I have to say, Bud has to be one of the worst drivers of all time. Dude parked on a crosswalk. He should just be thrown in the slammer for that. DW is just going to write him a ticket. This is a menace. Who parks their motorcycle on a goddamn crosswalk?
For my publisher.
Wow. I never imagined you'd write a graphic novel.
Chapter 1. how I got my very first pair of glasses.
Pretty meta and pretty fitting, an all-around touching ending to an extremely popular and influential show for children. I also think it leaves just enough wiggle room for a sequel when they announce the Arthur Shippuden series. I think that can really be a popular anime should they ever choose to bring him back out of retirement. But I just wanted to share this because this is the longest running kids show, and I did at least watch it a little bit. Again, I wasn't like a huge Arthur enthusiast or anything, but it was a show that I did tune into occasionally as a kid and just always had an appreciation for. So, pretty big deal that it ended, and actually a pretty satisfying conclusion. That's about it. So yeah, I think it's time I finally come clean about something that not many people would expect of me. I've only mentioned this like twice on stream ever, and both times the chat has erupted into just pure shock and awe, chaos and pandemonium and confusion, chatters thinking that they were experiencing psychosis because it was just that unusual. It was a more shocking revelation than when Darth Vader revealed to Luke Skywalker that he was his father. If you today found out that you were adopted, it would only be the second most surprising thing you'll learn today after this. So, it has to do with a little guilty pleasure of mine. It's nothing like degenerate or weird. It's not like I'm dipping my balls in candle wax and looking at fucking Shrek Rule 34 or whatever. But it is still equally as embarrassing. My guilty pleasure is watching news bloopers. It makes me sound like a fucking octogenarian. Like, actually just grandpa shit. I love watching news bloopers. I can't get enough of that shit. It always just gives me a hearty giggle. That shit has me in stitches. Like, it splits my fucking sides. And I don't understand why. There's something in just a goofy news fumble that tickles my DNA to the very core. And I can't help but let out some hearty belly laughs like Santa Claus. Let me just show you a couple of my favorites real quick, and maybe I'll convert you to the glory of news bloopers.
And how about this? More than 50 marathons in 1 year. The marathon goddess is going to be here in the studio with us to tell us more about the motivation behind her goal. Jimmy.
Hi, guys. I just met her. Yeah, fantastic. She has some nice titties. All right, tennis shoes. Let's check in with weather. We'll have a forecast for you coming up that you will not believe.
Hey, Jim, is that forecast 100% chance of huge honkers? A fucking full-blown milk shower? I fucking love it, man. Dude just gets lost in the sauce. He's like, hey, I just met her. Hey, you wouldn't believe those fucking jugs, let me tell you what. Now, in his defense, he did come out and say he said tinnies, as in tennis shoes, and he does say it twice more in the broadcast, like fully enunciating the tennis shoes as opposed to tinnies, which I've never heard in my life. But it really does sound like he just says some nice titties. And honestly, I wish he doubled down and been like, yeah, you know what? I did meet her, and those fucking boobies are Insano style.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
Jesus Christ, he just wanted to take the day off and they assassinated him for it. This has to be the most intense opening to anything ever. Just imagine flipping through the channels. Oh, Eyewitness 5 is coming on. Good evening. Hey, Dana fans. Dana enthusiasts. He's not here because he was murdered and set on fire while celebrating his birthday. Like, holy shit, it doesn't get more intense than that. That is just coming in hot. That is raw and no rubber. But don't worry, Dana fans. He turned out to be okay. Because what actually happened is this guy just doesn't understand grammar. He was doing a full-blown speed run of the news that night where he just had a giant sentence run on. So he was saying his colleague took the day off and then immediately jumped into the story that he was covering, which was unfortunately about a man who was murdered and set on fire while celebrating his birthday. But because of the way he presented it, it made it sound like he was saying his colleague took the day off, then got murdered, then set on fire while celebrating their birthday. So causing a panic to anyone that happened to have been a regular viewer of the show. It's like, oh, wow.
Now this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay. This is the guy they wanted people in Pennsylvania to be out on the lookout for.
Yeah, so all of Pennsylvania was on the lookout for a fucking Charlie Brown character there. Now, this is a real thing. At first when I watched this, I thought it was satire. I still laughed, but I thought it's just fake, it's a good goof. This was real. So what happened is, there was an eyewitness that saw the man and decided to quickly sketch him out as fast as she could, and the police used that amateur sketch on the television program here, the news, to broadcast it and see if anyone recognized it based off of this, like, third grade crayon interpretation of a human being. And the lady who did it has a really good attitude about it, and it really did help because they caught the guy.
Stands about 5 feet 4 inches tall. There it is. Get a good look for yourself. Oh, and now I'm getting word that police actually caught this guy. Thanks to the sketch, no doubt. So, here's a picture of the real guy next to the sketch that led to his arrest.
Where's the pointy chin?
It's uncanny, Lisa. The guy on the left.
I had to do a double take. I wasn't sure which one was the actual criminal and which one was the sketch. They did a great job here capturing it, and I do agree the news anchor goes on to say that the sketch artist deserves a raise. I think so too. That's a whole brand new profession right there that she's just unlocked. Just another great news blooper. There's so many more I could show, but I just really fucking love news bloopers. It is my guilty pleasure. It's not something like I'm super proud to talk about, because that is like the most old person hobby ever, just watching news bloopers, but I love that shit. And I figured I'd make a whole video just coming out and saying it, right? You know, I'm not ashamed of it anymore, right? I'll own it. I fucking love news bloopers. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and that's about it. So yeah. I'm Anthony Sully Sullivan, assholes. You're watching Inventor Center. I already hate this. That's Bud Light, the worst beer there is. I'd rather be gargling Bigfoot's piss. What are you showing me now? Oh, nipple clamps. Splendid. Alright, Christian Grey, let me tell you all the reasons why this is the worst invention I've ever seen in my life. Go ahead and take a seat. Here's number one. Number one, you're a piece of shit. Number two, your invention's a piece of shit. Number three, I have these huge nuts that would not be accommodated by that nut holder. Also, I'm a little confused by your marketing strategy. You put a beverage and a fishing pole in what's clearly designed to be a testicle holder. Hold on one second. Breaking news. Has anyone seen my son AJ? Apparently he ran away or something. It doesn't really matter. Let's go back to this horrible invention I've been presented with. So number one, this is a huge waste of my time. And number two, go fuck yourself. Why would you want a ball butler while you're working at your job? Would you buy chopsticks so you could pick up dumbbells with them? I don't think so. I wish I knew the sad sack of ass that invented this thing. I'd take him fishing and feed him to the fishes, take him camping and feed him to bears, take him boating and feed him to propeller, give him an office job so he could feed his family, a really nice high-paying job, you know, prestigious, and then I'd spit in his mouth, fire him, slash his tires. I'd do 12 other disgusting things to this man, all because this is terrible. I don't know what you were thinking. I really don't. If I knew you in real life, I would karate chop you in the neck. How about this? You come over here and you suck on this wiener right down here. I'm Anthony Sully fucking Sullivan, and you've been watching Inventor Center. How about next time you bring me a good invention? Spider-Man Training Studio.
We're gonna learn my favorite Spider-Man.
You're not Tom
like
Holland.
The Venom Vanquisher and the Clob.
Spider-Man! What are you doing in my living room?
Glad you asked.
Burglarizing.
I bioengineered Spider, the evil thugs that terrorize the city.
Kids, think about this. Why would a superhero be recruiting two ordinary kids? It's a trap.
Shows you enter. You'll be home in plenty of time to set the table. Let's go.
Don't go with him, kids. You're never going home again. Is this a bizarre movie? I don't know what this is, actually. I think it like he said in the beginning, it's supposed to be exercise and like combat make-believe, I guess, for LARPing.
That was great. Nothing like web gliding to get the old juices flowing.
Can you
No juices around the kids, Spidey.
Yeah.
Web.
Spider-Man recruited two kids to cook meth for him. That's what it looks like, yeah. We need to make the blue shit, kids.
So let's start by warming up. Spread out your Spidey mat and make sure you have a safe area to play in.
Everyone in chat got their Spidey mats out?
Or window. You at home? Follow along.
I'll do my own version of the torso twist.
You can't be Spider-Man if you pull it. Now stretch out your arms.
Jesus, just start kicking some ass. I didn't come here to limber up, Spidey. I came here to learn how to fight my alcoholic father.
Come up short. Trust
You had this as a kid? Did you really? Can you beat some serious ass now? Did Spidey teach you how to be a trained killer? Oh, that's a bull. Ew, Spidey. Don't semi-chub.
We'll get to that a little later.
Ooh. Ew.
Great. One of my patented moves. Place your feet on the sling footprint.
Imagine being the actor doing this as Spider-Man. I'd feel nothing but shame. Hey, what's up, girl? I was the Spider-Man sporting a semi-chub for the children's workout video from 1998.
Sling stance.
You may have seen me.
Again.
Kind of a big deal.
Sling stance.
Great.
How do we sling webs?
I know. Arms up like this. This is the position you'll use to.
I've never seen this battle-ready stance.
Awesome. Teach us the Spidey strikes.
I feel so powerful.
I know. We have to
Can honk the tits up here, grab the nuts down here. Double threats. Oh hey, it's a Finger Family video. Or, well not, kids YouTube video.
Anyways,
Surprised it wasn't Elsa giving Spider-Man a blowjob.
Ready? Okay.
This is how the Navy SEALs train.
Spring out of the west. Be ready for anything.
I'm ready.
Grab your Spidey striker and set it up with the target side in front of you. It's time to strike.
Seem to have misplaced my Spidey striker.
Now, battle ready. Striker like this.
Oh! Ha!
Dock knocker. Dock knocker.
Yeah.
Dock knocker.
I wish I had a Spidey striker. My accuracy may be off and I'd never know it.
The second punch is called the clobbling. It's one of my.
Ooh, that's a good way of breaking your wrist real quick on someone's skull.
Spidey's bulge is getting bigger every time the kid does a clobbling.
Again.
Yeah, don't look at his cock. That shit is getting engorged as the training goes along.
Clobbling. Wow, is that a Spidey striker or a corn dog? Because you guys put some serious mustard on that one. Battle ready.
A weird thing to say.
The third strike is called the Venom.
Whoa, is that a boner or am I just hard?
Most powerful blast. Harness your Spidey strength and explode with a double punch to target 3 on your
Double
Spidey
punch,
striker.
Jesus, alright.
Sending the
I gotta loosen up into the
like this.
Spidey combat stance. Ooh!
Now you guys try it. Venom Vanquisher. Harder. Venom Vanquisher.
Ready.
Venom Vanquisher.
Don't no one in Twitch chat fuck with me. I've been trained by Spider-Man.
Nice. Venom Vanquisher. Now that's power.
That feels like power.
I want to see a clobbling.
You want to see
You don't want to see Spider-Man's clobbling. Let me tell you what, kid. That's a bridge you don't want to cross.
The best, Spider-Man.
Why, thank you.
I'm gonna use these gifts to go beat up my teacher.
Some webs. Want to do some pretend web slinging?
Nope.
Yeah.
Are you ready at home?
Yeah.
Thought so. Let's do it.
Web sling.
Web sling.
Web sling.
This is useless. They're not shooting webs, Spider-Man. They're gonna get their ass kicked.
It's probably Pro Jared in that suit.
Web sling.
Pro Jared's big acting debut.
That's pretty good, but don't. Let's try it with some movement. These are called jump slings.
We brought in actual bullies to see if they could beat your ass, or if Spider-Man's techniques work. I've got a challenge for all those fitness YouTube douchebags. Can you get ripped by only doing the Spider-Man training workout?
Jump sling.
There's not a whole lot of resistance exercise here, but is it possible?
Okay, you guys want to play a game to practice your new Spidey skills?
First one to come
This
loses.
is a game I like to
Cloblin.
call Spidey Says.
Good lord. How many techniques does he just give away for free? Well, I guess not for free since this was a VHS tape at one point. But even still, to reveal all of these secret techniques like this...
Like this.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm seeing a little cardio coming in. Some jump lunges, a little bit.
You know it.
All right, sling stance. All together now. Let's
One
go.
of those kids is gonna have a catastrophic injury, like a compound fracture on his ankle.
Or it'll be a short flight.
Spidey, are you alright?
My Spidey sense is tingling.
No, don't tingle. Not around the kids, Spidey.
To web glide over there to see what he's.
Once Spider-Man goes choplin, there's no going back. But now we got the boss battle, the raid boss of the training video. Can Spider-Man and the little champions take him on?
Turn your Spidey Striker around so you can see the face of Venom.
No, he was hiding in plain sight the whole time.
To catch him.
No!
You're doing great.
The fuck, he's getting away! God, this fucking Venom. I'm not ducking. Sorry. I lose. Game over.
Alright, he's coming this way. It's time to see if you have what it takes to be Spider-Man. I'll give you clues how to battle him. It's up to you to use what you've learned.
I'm going freestyle, I'm jerking him off. Ah! Yo, not today, Venom!
You have to web glide after him. Hurry!
Ah! Fuck! Oh god, he's getting away again. Spider-Man, you lazy prick! Fucking help me catch him!
Give him a Venom Vanquisher. Hit your Spidey Striker with full power.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah!
That got him.
Oh, you little bitch.
To the wall.
Oh, hey, I became Spider-Man. You guys are fucking welcome. Since when does Venom drive? Seemed like he was even going the speed limit. Is Venom even a bad guy? But at least now I'm Spider-Man and really strong. That was cool. That was a good video. I want Venom to lick my pussy. That wasn't in the training video. I'm ready to get in here and learn. Was this a real show? Because this looks actually haunted. Holy fuck.
And Mommy's name too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you were outside
But Mommy's
when you
not there
got
because
lost,
the piggy in the hat
you look
murdered
for the
her.
nearest police office. Lost.
Oh my god.
Something. We've got to find Mary's little lamb.
Alright, let's find it.
Back.
Fuck yeah. Oh my.
I said?
What kind of unholy birth was this? C. I know that letter.
Letter crackers.
Yes, and criminal.
C is also
And
the first letter
cock.
in the word cheese.
Ah, that too. I almost forgot about that
Letter
one.
C. It's
Oh my god, is that Lucifer on the vocals?
good boy, Billy.
This show is like a cursed VHS tape. What does it all mean?
Number 7.
2, 3. Fuck yeah, we're on a roll. Now I tap out at 3. Why are we stopping at 7? Let's go all the way to 10! I believe in us! God, this is like indoctrination for the Illuminati. Who made this? Charles Manson? I need to know more about this. This is fascinating. This is that shit you'd read about on a creepypasta, and then obviously you never believe it's real. Oh, it's a fox. Am I a fucking idiot? It's a cat. Damn it! I failed the lesson! Fuck, just teach me about the letter M again. Hey, Mom, Dad, watch this. I can make this paper stand up. I learned it on that haunted VHS tape that you keep locked behind a brick wall in chains in the basement. What do you mean I wasn't supposed to watch that? Well, bye, Magic Megan.
The letter M. It's the
Thanks
first
for your
letter in the
witchcraft.
word.
Just a group of circus pedophiles playing some tunes. Yeah. Is that Ron Jeremy? My favorite band. Oh, they're up there. This was the original Beatles. What the fuck is this guy in the middle playing? This elementary school science professor. What is that? A step stool? He's just hitting it? Peppermint Park is a lot of things, but wrong it is not. That is a letter C. And that is horrifying. Those puppets look like they're in agony for existing.
You'll really like this.
It's like these puppets were brought to life with the forbidden necromancy spell,
We're going to be
and they
showing a
hate
very
it.
special recipe. We'll wait for you, so go ahead and get your mom. Dun, 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 dun. Do you
Hey
think
Mom, you
Mom's
want to be
here?
scared with me? Come check this shit out. It's Peppermint Park. All of a sudden the mom goes into like a Winter Soldier episode. Fucking breaks the TV. Don't watch that.
Isn't that great?
What is that? Organs?
And water.
1 cup of salt, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, a little bit of sheep's blood, human sacrifice. Alright, easy, easy. Classic Peppermint Park, baby. Do you think the people that are controlling the puppets' hands and shit ever look back on this out of fear? Like, just utter regret?
Camels look sort of like a horse, except that they have humps.
That looks nothing like a horse,
They store
story
food
lady.
and
What?
water in their humps, so they
No, it
don't
looks just
have
like a
to stop
tortoise,
to eat or
but
drink
with
as
hair.
often as other animals. You'll be able to spot a camel easily.
Well, yeah.
Just look for his humps.
Okay, that'll be the dead giveaway. You can't hide from me now, Camel. I'm armed with the knowledge to find you.
Carol wants to know, what's the 7th letter in the alphabet?
Oh,
Letter in the
you're fucked, Snorky.
the 7th letter.
Yeah, it's over.
A W?
No, Snorky.
Boo, that's like the 10th letter, you fucking idiot. Dude, Snorky is so dumb. What the fuck? Why is there even a corner for Stump Snorky? What a waste of time. What's up, Babadook? Nightmare Pinocchio out here. You know, everyone likes to complain about kids growing up with YouTube and like the weird finger family shit. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks. I remember when kid shit was really good back in the 90s. And then I see something like Mr. Nosy Bonk. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe they genuinely are better off. You fucking murdered him? Oh. You can't kill him that easily, you need a silver bullet. And an exorcist. That really is a horrifying mask. Oh! Hey, what the fuck? This is a kids program. Looking like a Linity's Discord server out here now. Come on, Nosy Bonk. Have some class. I'm pretty hungry, and I'm pretty short, so why not go for some low-hanging fruit here? I just need to talk about the CW network for a bit. They can't even accidentally produce something watchable. Every show they have makes me wish television was never invented in the first place. I understand everyone and their mother makes fun of the CW network, but they just put out their newest trailer for their show Gotham Knights, which is coming out pretty soon. It has nothing to do with the Gotham Knights game that's right around the corner. They're entirely different from one another, and it is bafflingly awful. It is the exact same formula as every other show CW makes and then cancels. Batman's dead and some teenagers have to take over and fight crime in his absence. But these teenagers are mopey, and sometimes zany. It's such a unique dynamic, the characters are immaculate. I don't really get why they keep making superhero shows. They clearly don't like them. They basically write a high school drama with a superhero skin on it. It's very clear that the CW writers are deep in their 60s, maybe early 70s, but still writing shows for 14-year-old girls. I'm honestly surprised that there wasn't dabbing and flossing in the Gotham Knights trailer. This shit is dreadfully out of touch. It's very obvious that they don't read comic books, they don't watch other superhero media, and yet they still try and make superhero shows because they have the DC license, which is an absolute sin. That's an affront to God that CW is allowed to make shows like this. And they keep recycling the same formula. Batman's dead, here's some teenagers instead. Why? Why do they keep doing it? Why do we keep letting them get away with it? It's so bad. And they also don't have a budget to make the superhero shows look good visually. In fact, who remembers this Supergirl clip that went viral 2 years ago showcasing how awful their CGI was? I swear to God, stick figure animations look better.
When the ones you love turn their back on you, that's pain. But you'll see when you suffer the way you made me suffer. You can't touch me without hurting yourself.
That's why he brought me.
I made a whole video on this before, but I really just can't get over how bad it is. It actually does look like a child playing with action figures, and the writing is so abominable. You have Piccolo here, the villain, delivering what's supposed to be a villain monologue, but it just sounds like some emo shit a 13-year-old would be writing in their journal. Mommy and Daddy didn't let me get a cookie from the cookie jar. That's pain.
We came prepared.
You can't intercept any of us now.
Don't be so sure.
Agent Blake? John, now!
And this is an example of their good CGI. This is like half of the season's budget into this 1-minute clip. This was a promo piece for Supergirl. They were patting themselves on the ass and saying good game for the work they put into this one. This is the level of CGI that the CW network works with. So why do you give them superhero shows when they clearly can't handle it visually? It just doesn't make any sense. And I know there's so much copium from CW fans like, oh, The Flash is good, Green Arrow was great, you know, these shows used to be amazing. I fucking went back and watched them, they're not. They're just not. Like, yes, I will agree they're marginally better than the garbage they try and put out there now, whatever they're vomiting up with Gotham Knights, but they're still not good. Just stop letting CW make superhero shows, it's super embarrassing. But some of them are entertainingly bad. So Tiana watches pretty much every CW show ever made, so I've seen a lot of them. And god damn it, they are so bad they're good in certain instances, and I hate to admit it. But they are like a guilty pleasure sometimes with how silly they are, so I can appreciate that. But their superhero ones are almost no fun. I've tried to watch Batwoman, I tried to watch Supergirl because I thought they would be fun bad. They're not. They're just really boring and hard to watch. And I'm going to show a little bit of Gotham Knights because I get the same vibe here, that it's going to be boring bad and no fun. And I honestly think it's for the better of all of humanity if Warner Bros. Just revokes the license CW has to the DC property. Just cut them off. You know, it's time to stop breastfeeding them. Let them grow up and make other shows that aren't superhero adjacent. I'm really hoping this shot here isn't of the Batman, because this just looks like a trick-or-treater in a Halloween costume, but even less effort. It's like the Batman cowl in a normal suit. You can already tell that the focal point of this show is going to be a high school drama where it's like, I'm getting bullied because my dad was Batman and now I'm sad about it. I don't like to get bullied. But then it'll sprinkle in a little bit of the Gotham Knight action, which you're about to see, and my god, it's finally thwarted, not by Bane, the Penguin, Joker, Riddler, or any of the super-powered fucking villains that he fought in his time. He was beaten by 3 goofy, goober, snot-nosed kids. Damn, they're good. Oh, Bruce. So unbelievably silly to think that Batman, one of the most beloved heroes in all of comic books, who's gone toe-to-toe with pretty much every villain imaginable, despite not having any real superpowers of his own, was somehow beaten by 3 kids who left Warped Tour early. This would be like if CW greenlit a show that's all about the death of Superman, like Superman's finally been killed, and he went straight to hell, he's not coming back, Superman's dead for good, but luckily we caught the killer, and he's about to stand trial. And then they wheel in the killer, like Hannibal Lecter, it's like a 4-year-old strapped to a table with a muzzle over him. How did he kill Superman? He turned his apple juice box into a Molotov cocktail. Honestly sounds like a storyline CW might greenlight, so don't steal it, CW, it's copyrighted. Because I came up with it, so you can't use it. Yeah, now you're just making Batman seem creepy. He called you his little Robin? That's super weird. What, were you supposed to call him daddy or something? Like, that's just such a weird dynamic. Why say that? They're making it almost seem like a good thing Batman's dead because he was a fucking perv. Like, it's just weird. One thing they don't have, a good network. I don't understand. Like, watching this, I just don't get it. If this didn't have, like, character names attached to it, like, from the comic books, you would have no idea this is supposed to be somehow a Batman-related show. It has nothing in common with it. What is the point? So, the kid teams up with the suspects because they say they're innocent. They form the Gotham Knights to figure out who killed Batman and clear their names or whatever. One of them is the Joker's daughter. It's just impossible to expect anything good from it. This is a show that's not made for fans of the comics or the universe or anything. So why make it? Why set it in that universe? Why not make this exact same show and have it do nothing with Batman or any of those characters? It'd be a lot better received. Like, this just alienates the CW fans that love shows like Charmed or Supernatural or something because they probably don't like Batman. And it also doesn't allow any wiggle room to have comic book fans come into it and be excited because it has nothing to do with the comics. It just looks terrible. So what is the point? Why slap anything related to DC on this show? You just immediately set it up for failure. I just can't wrap my head around why they keep doing this. This is also a pretty much identical plot to the last CW show they canceled with Batman being dead and all that. There's just no reason to keep doing it, and yet they do. I find it so fascinating, just so wildly interesting, that the network continues to pump out these little pieces of shit, even though every time they do, it's overwhelmingly negatively received, has poor viewership, and they end up canceling them after a season, or maybe if they're lucky, 2 seasons. Why keep making them? I don't get it. There must be some kind of like conspiracy theory behind it that I'm just not familiar with. It makes no sense to me. But god damn it, I have to admit it is fun to laugh at from the sidelines. That's about it. See ya. You know it's serious when I'm lighting the old Gwyneth Paltrow pussy candle. Unfortunately, tonight, we say goodbye to one of our dear friends. I'm of course talking about Live PD. Live PD has been cancelled, and now it's going where all good shows go when they die, to heaven. Live PD's up there now with the greats like Courage the Cowardly Dog and that weird show about that butcher in a meat factory where it was like puppets, Mr. Meaty or some shit like that. It's up there now looking down on us smiling. Live PD, this is not a drill. It truly is cancelled permanently from what I've read, which is why I've lit up the old pussy wax here, because we need to at least remember the great times we had with the show. So we lit this one up for the kind of a little tribute to the show, kind of like how when people leave milk and cookies out for Santa Claus when he wiggles his fat asshole down the chimney at Christmas time. I lit this candle up for the big boys from the show. Not that I think it's necessarily the same thing, like I'm not expecting fucking Officer Robert Fergal to fall through my ceiling here and blow out my candle or anything, but you get the idea. It's just a little tribute. Obviously, I understand why Live PD is canceled with everything going on in the world right now. I get it. I totally understand, and I do respect it. I understand why Live PD and Cops has been canceled, but it doesn't mean that I haven't shed a few tears about it, because Live PD, as most of you know, is a show that I absolutely fucking loved. Probably my favorite show of the last decade at least. The only show that I've actually been glued to watch every clip, and just generally getting invested in the characters. Like I was fucking getting waifus from Live PD, like Officer Robert Fergal, one of the nicest men I've ever seen on TV. As the show went on, you'd build up like a lore for the characters, like, oh look, it's Officer Aaron. I remember him from when he chased that guy with the butt plug up his ass around the Denny's. What's he doing this time? So you'd get to like grow with these characters. It was really interesting. You had the greats like Officer Garrow, Officer Robert Fergal. There was just so many great characters. Officer Aaron Williams, just so much good stuff. And it was super different from Cops, which is also canceled, but Cops I felt like was designed by an 8th grader whose dad was a cop, and they just wanted to show how badass their dad was. The entire show of Cops mainly only had like those car chases, foot chases, shit like that, whereas Live PD, it had that sometimes and it was cool, but it also had a very important component where it just showed you cops being bros, just hanging out, where they get called to a bullshit case. Cops know it's a bullshit case, so they go there, just talk to the people, hang out, and it's a generally wholesome experience between the people they're talking to and the cops. And those to me were some of the best episodes. It showed some really goofy shit. Yeah, I've got to blow out this candle. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina is really burning strong tonight. It's a lot of smoke. Again, it doesn't... Fuck! It doesn't smell like her vagina. It just smells like fucking bonfire with a bunch of textbooks on top of it. It's fucking awful. Fuck, it's strong. But the point I'm making is... Jesus! The point I'm making is the Live PD had a lot of these like small-time cases. Like Officer Robert Fergal's entire resume was like going to houses and knocking on doors saying, hey, is everything okay? Everything's okay? I'm Robert Fergal. Do you want an autograph? Like, that's just fun. Like, Officer Robert Fergal always just had like these fun small-time cases, and you just got to see a side of officers that you never really see that I thought was cool. And those to me were the best episodes of Live PD. Yeah, you still had the car chases and foot chases, and those are cool and shit, but it was those moments like that that I thought were the most special and the most enjoyable. And now, don't get me wrong, I don't think everything with Live PD was just fucking beautiful or anything. There was a lot of episodes that I was furious with what I saw. Like, I didn't get a lot of the time like what they were even fucking doing and why. Like, they'd go all out because they found a 60-year-old woman with like one joint under the fucking seat of her car by accident that she didn't even know was there. Her son probably dropped it, and then she'd get the book thrown at her. So there were things that made me upset too. But on the whole, I felt Live PD was a really interesting and fun to watch show that wasn't afraid and really relished those moments where it's just cops hanging out with people, cops talking to people. A lot of times the episodes would just have cops talking to people and leaving. No write-ups, no tickets, not even a fucking warning or anything. They'd just be like, hey, this was fun, but I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. You've been cool, so I'm just going to go. And now I imagine a lot of this was helped by the fact that there was literally a cameraman following them around on all of their adventures and all of their side quests. Like, I imagine that helped keep their tempers in check at times. I imagine that played a role. But hey, maybe that's a good solution then. Have a camera crew following every fucking police officer around since they don't want to keep their goddamn body cams on half the time anyway. Maybe the fucking camera crew would be good for it. But anyway, Live PD was a show that I enjoyed very much, and I am going to miss it. But again, I do understand why they're doing it. I understand right now is not the time to really have Live PD airing with everything that's been going on. So I understand the decision. It is just a show that I will miss for sure, though. Now, there's also something else I want to talk about. The Skynet scavenger hunt has been completed. I figured I'd come talk about it in a video. It took right around 2 hours for 20 people to find all of the little Easter eggs hidden in the music video. So the first 5 of that 20 has been paid. And I want to say thank you to everyone who participated and looked for the shit. Hopefully had a little bit of fun finding that kind of shit. Initially, we were going to make it a lot harder. What we eventually settled on was a pretty simple scavenger hunt. I'll go ahead and reveal the big secrets now. If you plugged in the coordinates in the binoculars from the music video, it takes you to a penis park in South Korea. By penis park, I don't mean like actual human dicks just being flopped out in a park. I mean it's a park that has a whole bunch of dicks in it, like statues of penis, a lot of wiener statues. And that was the first Easter egg, and then the other 3 were just hidden links that you'd have to find. They weren't actual links, they were just like the end of a YouTube link, which takes you to unlisted videos I made that gave you code words that you'd eventually plug into a final place. And then if you had all 3 code words with the penis park, you were considered a winner. And the first 5 people have been paid, and the first 5 people found it much quicker than I thought. Initially, we were going to make it significantly harder. We were going to use a lot more like actual ARG elements like image manipulation and taking to a lot of different places. We even set up a fucking website to start going down that path to really take you other places and make you really work for it. But ultimately, we couldn't decide if that would be more fun or frustrating, when the goal really was just kind of have like a fun little mini game to give people some money that have really supported the projects from the Gentlemen, our music. So we decided to make it simpler like this, and I know a lot of people were disappointed by the simplicity of it, so I'm sorry for that if you were a little misled and a little disappointed. It's just, we didn't feel like the goal was actually to create like the hardest ARG the world's ever seen. It was really just to give some money to some people that have really like supported hard. So that was the idea, and I just wanted to let everyone know that it is finished. And you didn't have to actually like fly out to South Korea to the penis park to find a clue or anything. A couple people emailed me saying that do they have to buy tickets to South Korea, and I was like, fuck, I guess I should have made that clear. But no, that's all wrapped up, and a big thank you again to everyone who participated. So I wanted to talk about that here real quick, just at least mention that in this video. And that's really about it. A lot of people have asked me about Live PD being canceled, how do I feel about it, you know, all that shit, so that's why I wanted to talk about it here. Yes, obviously I'm sad to see it go. But again, I do understand at least where they're coming from and why they don't really want it airing at the moment with what's going on. So it's sad, but I mean, I do understand it, and that's really just about it. That's it. See ya. Euphoria is one of the most popular shows at the moment, and I've never seen a single full episode. That's not a flex, it's embarrassing. It's uncharacteristic of me. I usually like to watch whatever the most popular shit is, just that way I feel in the loop and included on the fun. I don't like logging on to Twitter in general, but even more so I hate going on to Twitter and seeing people talk about Euphoria and not have a single fucking idea what's going on. I just feel yucky. It makes me feel like I'm eating alone at the lunch tables while everyone else is off enjoying their meals and talking about cool shit. Now, while I haven't seen a full episode of the show, I've seen a ton of bits and pieces from a lot of different episodes because Tiana watches it, so when I'm eating or something and she's watching it, I watch like 10 or 15 minutes of whatever random episode she's on. And without fail so far, every single time I've tuned into Euphoria while she's watching it, there's just been a bunch of cock on the screen or a bunch of sex. And if they're not actively fucking when I tune in, they're only like 3 sentences away from it. It's like in Mass Effect when you do all of the romance options for one of your crewmates and then you only have to do like 2 more dialogue options, then you just get to fuck. That's what it is every time I've seen Euphoria so far. It's either Zendaya doing drugs and then having sex, or Nate Jacobs arguing with a girl and then them having sex. Like, it's just, that was the impression I got. That's what I thought the whole show was about, because I'm just getting the spark notes here, which seems like all roads lead to mashing pissers. Whereas online, everyone has been praising it for all kinds of like great cinematography, great messages, and all kinds of like powerful themes and shit, which obviously I as a casual viewer didn't digest because I'll go downstairs to get a yogurt for a snack and then for 10 minutes I'm just looking at Euphoria and hearing, Nate, you're such a fucking narcissistic psychopath, you fucking weirdo, please fuck me. It's like, okay, so Euphoria is a show for people that are too lazy to go on the internet to watch porn, they'll just watch porn on Netflix. So that was the impression I got, but after reading all of the praise on Twitter, as well as watching Noel's video on Is Euphoria Mid, I realized that I may just have the wrong idea about the show in general, and like a transformer, there's more than meets the eye, and the ass, I suppose. So I believe all the montage moments I've been able to tune into of just raw dogging fucking making a bedroom ham sandwich is probably not representative of the whole show. So I'm gonna make an effort to try and watch every episode before the finale tomorrow. So I have approximately like 14 hours as of making this video, which I think should be ample time to go through all of it, just to give it a really fair shake and see if it's a show that I'd actually enjoy. But there is something I'd like to talk about, and Noel's the one that brought it to my attention in his video. All of the penises that I saw weren't real. They're fake. Made up. Prosthetic cocks. They use stunt penis in Euphoria, which immediately took it down a notch in my book. Because at the very least, when I tune into Euphoria and I'd see all this like sex and shit, I'd be like, wow, they're just hanging full dong. That's bold. That's innovative. That's new. You know? Good for them. That's exciting. That was like the only praise I could give it. It's like, well, they're just fucking full hogging it. Just fucking going wacky out there. But apparently it's not even their actual dicks. Come on now, like if it was me, I'd really commit to the craft. You know me, I held the Hunger Games franchise together, I was Officer Greg in a moving performance from Last of the Grads. I'm able to truly assimilate into the role and just really become the character. So if a scene called for just full-blown meat out in the air, out in the open, then god damn it, I'm letting it ride. The only question I'd have for the director is, can I please get it semi-chubbed at the very least? Let me get it up to its peak performance. Because goddamn, having my flaccid wiener out there would be a career-ending maneuver. That shit would be a speed run to embarrassment. Definitely a grower, not a shower. That if my flaccid penis was out on Euphoria, it would be certainly a sad set of affairs. Now, when it's operating at its maximum potential, I can get my cock up to about 6.5 inches of just steel and glory and bravery. So, ideally, the circumstances would align where the director would allow me that generosity. But you know what? If they said, nope, Charlie, it's got to be a soft dick, then you know what? Fuck it. And I have a great excuse like, no, my soft wiener isn't actually small, it's just acting. So as long as the stipulation in the contract would say like Charles's real cock can be at least somewhat hard, then yeah, I'd let it go for the sake of the craft and for the sake of being able to really deliver a moving performance, of course. But anyway, I'm getting carried away in the what ifs. I saw a scene, and it's a scene I talked about on stream, where in Euphoria, a character is Nate's father, and he apparently has a head injury. I don't know how or exactly what the injury is. He probably got the head injury from having too much sex, based on everything I've seen in the show. But he has a head injury, he's drunk, I think he's also on medication as well, so he's really out of it. And then he just tells his son, I'm going drunk driving, so the dad just leaves, he goes drunk driving. And then a few minutes later, it's not even much later, the dad comes back after drunk driving and he just whips his cock out and just starts peeing all over the floor. And then he has this conversation with his family. He delivers like a very big speech to the family. And the whole time, his penis is hanging out. And I was like, damn, good on this guy. He really went for it in this role. And then after hearing from Noel that it's all stunt penises, I looked into it and yeah, it wasn't his real wiener. Like, he didn't actually use his actual dick, which was disappointing to read. It was like, wow, I had so much respect for this guy going dick out and getting crazy with it, and it turns out just more movie magic. Unbelievable. So a bit of the immersion is ruined going into Euphoria, but I'm still going to try and give it a whirl and get through every episode before the finale tomorrow. And we'll see how it goes, because maybe I'll also like the show, and then at the very least I can understand all of the huge conversations around the show. So yeah, I just wanted to make this to talk about the show a little bit based on the limited knowledge I have of it, and let you all know I'm going to try and get through all of it in a day. That's about it. See ya. Okay, there we go. He's so offended. Always discriminated against because my last name's Rimjob. She's not triggered, she's just fighting for the Lord. That man rattled you just by existing? This man's mere presence, his aura, was enough to shatter everything about Margaret. It's like an anime character, like Bleach, where the soul pressure was too much.
I haven't really been able to fit in yet.
Because you haven't kissed Barry on the lips. Maybe the show's so incredibly fake that this isn't even Barry's family and he's actually a happy guy. That'd be nice. Barry is in his late 40s, married to an actual god warrior that scares him. Help him. Help Barry.
I've been a fan.
This is a cute subplot and all, but I can't help but feel like Barry is burying himself in alcohol. Or quite literally burying himself alive in the backyard. Really, it's a toss-up. Could be either one. What a wholesome plotline. Then you go back to the god warrior who's literally throwing holy water on the children and pissing her pants. Even just looking at her makes me flirt. Jesus Christ.
A spiritual warfare that God is just.
She's unleashing a spiritual warfare on my ass.
Leave here.
Nothing heavy.
Hey, he's in the middle of a Fortnite game.
I'm not really considering like becoming a Christian, but.
Well, with someone like Margaret trying to convert you, I can see why you would be averse to that idea.
Plot twist: the pastor at church is Tristan Rimbo. He destroy the god warrior.
Yeah. He kills the real pastor and takes control. So what was the goal of this show again? It sounds like they just traded wives for no reason just to make each other uncomfortable. Is the music copyrighted? What the fuck happened? Is it a mime dance? Am I going deaf? What the fuck is is there music here? This is unnerving. Oh! There's the music. Oh, and the video's getting really creepy too. What the fuck? Am I being hacked by a demon? What the fuck was that?
I run into someone like Margaret change.
Oh! Oh, what the fuck?
Also gives me resolve to sort of ease her into a different way of thinking.
What the fuck was that dimensional shift?
I don't care. Can I have a hug goodbye?
I mean, that's kind of sad. Like, how about a high five or like a fist bump? Margaret looks like she's ready to jump her with like a gun or a Bowie knife.
All I'm asking you is because I never dreamed that it'd be so uneasy for me. Because I'm just a fun-loving, easygoing person.
Yeah, that's the impression I got too, Margaret.
Do not talk. And I've cried more in the last week than I've cried in my entire life.
All because she met Kristen Rimbo. That was the one thing that happened that she hated. She met Kristen Rimbo and it ruined her life.
When I heard that there was arguing in the house, I understood what was going on. I know Chris, and I know that he doesn't listen. And I feel that if there was conflict there...
Chris was so accepting and so nice. Chris did everything he could to make Margaret not melt down, but then the second Kristen Rimbo's presence was even felt, it was over.
From what Chris told me, it's hard for me to tell what went on here.
Well, ask the kids.
Two different sides.
Just ask your goddamn kids. What do you mean?
It's good to see you.
Oh, wow. He's like an NPC. Now my game cartridge is fucked. This feels like a simulation. What the fuck is going on? There was so much tension and then all of a sudden he just said, I missed you. And then it's just happy-go-lucky. I like how Barry didn't come get her. Thank you for not going, Barry. Barry's just depressed. He misses Jeannie.
I have never been so uneasy in my life.
God, she's a fucking state away and still feeling rocked by Tristan Rimbo's pressure. I wish I was that imposing where I enter a room and just ruin someone's life just by entering. Holy shit.
Bring me home now.
He's driving. What do you mean? Don't you fucking tell me I watched an hour of this woman melting down just to not see her rip up her check for $50,000? No. No, that would be unholy. Where's part 2? Okay, here we go. Okay, perfect.
I want out of this, because you know what?
God, poor Barry. Here it comes. This is what all of Season 1 has been building up to. The collapse of Margaret. God, this whole household is distraught now that the actual nice woman left. Now they have to have fucking raging alcoholic god warrior Margaret back. Boo! Barry even made balloon animals. God, Barry's awesome. Oh, welcome home. Even the camera guys, what the fuck's going on?
She is dark-sided too!
Barry, get the wooden stake. Or the silver bullet, I'm not sure. It could be a combination of both. Get the silver bulleted stake.
No money. I don't want it.
There goes $50,000. And there's his balloon animals all sad and shit.
Ashley, astrology.
You're seeing a god warrior in the most primordial form.
Every dark-sided person get out of my house. If you believe in Jesus, you can stay here. Don't stay in my house.
Stay. Please stay. You document it. The kids are in danger. Barry is in danger, more importantly.
I was thrown in the pit.
I feel like this is an ode to Barry. Shortly after filming, he threw himself in front of a moving vehicle. All to Barry. Damn it. $40,000 to Barry. Damn it. $35,000 to Barry. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, ew, no. Oh, hey, wait, that's not bad. Oh, well, at least she gets $50,000 to play with. I want to see real connections, real drama.
Check out Trading Spouses. The God Warrior episode is great.
That just sounds like more of Wife Swap.
Tonight,
She's not a Christian!
the mother of all
Never mind, this looks pretty good.
Everybody asks me about my breasts.
More unbelievable switches.
Scary to be the
Nice.
white person here.
And
Oh,
even more
no, I'll take that back. Yikes, Jesus, what the fuck? Well, who do we get in this one? Is this the religious fanatics or the racists?
I give it up to God! I'm a God warrior!
It's back on.
So I'm guessing we get her. This lovely lady.
I rebuke this in the name of the Lord.
Looking for help from above.
This looks just as fucking fake, man. I can't get invested in this. She sounds like a fucking Twitch moderator melting down.
I feel like I need an ice cube on the back of my neck. Just to cool me down.
This looks like a miserable living situation.
As long as she gets her way, she's happy. It's better if I just try to work with her.
What were you thinking, Barry?
What I appreciate is how passive Barry is and how much he does. Abigail just dropped a
How much he does? He fucking finger paints. Barry's such a hard-working, troubled artist. I saw him using paint one time with a brush. Oh, this is sad, Barry. You're making me sad.
I myself have only had one sexual partner in my life.
Oh, fuck. And it's her? Jesus,
And that's
Barry.
my wife.
Go to Geek Love or something, man. Speed date.
Not that that's anything to be proud of, but
Certainly
hell, I
not.
was a skinny.
I want to be a jazz dancer.
God, she sucks at dancing, though. Is this her daughter?
If you don't believe that God died on the cross and he's our Savior, that bothers me.
And that's the last thing you want. The last mistake you'll ever make is saying you don't fully believe in the Lord in front of her. Jesus, what kind of hipster family is this?
Cocaine. Was there any more soy milk? My husband Chris and I are not average people.
What a pump!
I think I'm doing hypnosis.
Anti-vaxxers, no doubt in my mind.
I've been a certified hypnotherapist for 14 years.
Who certifies you? Like a homeless man? A fucking dumpster? What the fuck? How do you get a hypnotherapist certification? Man, dowsing rods work for everything. Zach, Baby Dick or whatever his name is from Ghost Adventures uses dowsing rod to track down paranormal spirits that don't want to leave the toilet behind or something.
Chris and I are newly married, not even a year yet. We met on Match.com.
This looks like two people that would use Match.com. They were both looking for someone to cannibalize, and they ended up just falling in love by accident.
So that's. I think everything is challenging.
What did you just say? What did you just say? I'm getting the dowsing rods, you bitch.
A few years after this episode, the hippies split up and the God Warrior's older daughter, the one with the kid, died in a car accident.
Well, I don't know why you'd tell me that bad news. I'm just gonna pretend you made that up.
We'll take care of the new mom.
Just so you don't ruin my fucking fun. This is a really long shot here. Man, the tension is really building. Holy fuck, just please meet already.
Let me take your bags.
It'll be fun.
Okay.
What a nice guy. He just takes the bags and throws them in front of a train. I hope Barry has sex with the girl that's coming to him right now. Barry needs another sexual partner. I feel so bad for Barry. That's so cute. Thank you, Barry. Oh.
Is this my new mommy?
Oh.
I'm Barry.
That's the cutest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
My first impression of Barry was that he was a very Louisianian.
What do you mean? The first impression should be that he's the sweetest goddamn cutie pie you've ever seen. Meanwhile, your husband snorts farts from a jar to get high. God, I hope there's just full-on penetration from Barry.
I got up at 4 o'clock this morning.
I couldn't wait to get rid of my wife. The other family was so excited to see the new mom. It's gonna be a huge juxtaposition to this new family where a rain cloud goes over with lightning striking. Hello! I'm here to fuck shit up.
Are you scared of me?
No, yep, no, we definitely are.
What? Holy, there's a storm.
It's not that kind of star. You think it's some sort of witchcraft star? No, it's just a star. Nothing funny about it.
What do you mean? It's a pentagram. That's like an actual pentagram.
Margaret thought that
sacrifices definitely go on. Bring her breakfast in bed. Do it, Barry. Oh my god, he's gonna do it.
Morning when
no, he didn't.
I got up, I wanted to get it to...
So I kissed Barry on the asshole and gave him a spank on the behind, telling him to have a good day.
Tell me about you. What do you do?
I hate my wife. I don't care, I hate my wife.
How did you arrive at becoming this? Is it schooling, or is it education, or is it just...
Oh, I've had a lot of education in this. I'm getting my doctorate.
Okay, so you currently have a master's in this.
No.
A doctorate in hypnotherapy? From what, like the degree of anti-vaxxer union?
These little paintings that your dad, well, Chris does, the little, are they Chinese? What are they? The little
Mandalas?
Yeah, what exactly are they?
I don't know. They're mandalas. They're just drawings.
I have a fucking mandala tattooed on my forearm and I don't know what it is. That's fair.
I don't want to in control of my life.
Stop playing along, just let Barry lay the pipe. She looks like she's being made stupider by this procedure. Is she talking her into illiteracy? Like sapping her of her knowledge? Well, the dryer doesn't work here. They use hypno-drying. There's a lamb beheaded out back and they're drinking its blood. I'm confused.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Guys, it stinks really bad. I don't know what it is.
Well, you probably shit your pants.
It's just weird that she started like freaking out. There was no need for it.
What is it?
Okay, please stop trying to sell this. Is she gonna go bathe in dirt?
Oh God.
Alright. That tangent went on way too long.
We're having a solstice party. The solstice is the sun is at the highest and the angle of the earth.
It's about tits? Nice.
So we will light a fire, bang some drums, and we'll drink some beer, and we'll maybe have some jambalaya. So this is the sort of thing people do.
Holy shit, he's a cult leader. You drinking IPAs over there, pussy? Someone toss me a Mike's Hard and butt chug it. Hey, Barry. God, still as wholesome as ever.
Far, we're going to be having my mother's friends over to the house.
They get loud, like Margaret.
I'm excited.
God,
about
Barry
the
hates
thought
his
of
life,
meeting
man.
their friends.
Good lord. This looks like the most unfun group of people ever. What's up? It's the book club. We brought soy.
I became Jade the Love Muse on my radio show.
Jade the Love Muse? What kind of porn star name is that?
So would you consider yourself kind of new age? No, I don't. So what's your spiritual background?
What is this quiz?
All of a sudden, she started asking me some questions about church.
Barry, can you help her out? Be her white knight.
First of all, were people...
What a horribly unfun woman. I guarantee her kids hate her. That's a fucking feast and a half. It's a solid amount of food. Who made that, Barry? Probably Barry.
He's not a Christian, but hopefully one day she'll be saved.
Oh, sweet. I'd feel so goddamn silly if it turns out God handpicked those 3 women to fight for him.
Here, Miles, you got one? Has everybody got incense? You don't have incense.
Does anyone have virgin blood? I ran out.
We must return to the way of knowing in terms of togetherness, with the earth, the sun, and the stars.
In order to recapture that connection with the cosmos, I have jarred all of my farts for the last 6 months preparing for this solstice. We will now take turns huffing them. What are they doing? They're throwing sticks into a fire?
I didn't like the drum and the music. And I didn't like anything that I considered not of God.
I mean, you know, they're just throwing sticks into a fire.
The fact that we're all... I need help because my Holy Spirit is rising up in me.
Uh-oh.
I need my spiritual warmer.
You won't like her when the Holy Spirit rises. She's gonna go outside and just start laying meat down.
Doing anything with my...
Meanwhile, Barry has a bag of balloon animals.
At this point, I'm tired of the dark-sided and New Age, science, doctrine kind of things.
Yeah, goddamn science.
Come, Lord Jesus, our guest to be, and bless these gifts bestowed by thee.
Yes. That was nice. It gave me hope. And I felt so much better.
Chris is a nice guy, a nice cult leader. They all are.
So tell me about your show.
There's a love and relationship show called Love Talk USA. And we have a producer, and you're going to be on the air.
You're
Why?
telling me I'm going to be already?
What a shit episode of the show. Hey, today I've got, well, I'm sorry.
I'm Margaret Perrin.
I don't know why I did this.
Nice to meet you.
Was this ever even a radio show? Or just made up for the episode? I'm curious. Let's see. What was it? Love Talk USA? Let's see what we get. You guys might be wrong. We have Chris Flisher from Talk of the Town. Wow. He looks like he's about to tell me that everyone's a reptilian and he's the only sane man on the planet.
And I'm going to go to the restroom.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a fat shit.
We had a guest come in. His name was Tristan Rimbaud, and he is
More like Tristan Rimjob, am I right? What a fake name, Tristan Rimbaud. This is Business Suit McGee.
Okay.
Real man, trademarked. And so, what is he here for? To beat her up or something? What is he doing?
Tristan is a psychic.
Is he? I'm gonna fact check that if you don't mind, Chris. It turns out Tristan Rimbaud's real too. I'm gonna be fucking shocked. I can't fucking believe it. I don't even know what to believe anymore. All right, whatever. Rim job.
I'm Margaret from Louisiana, and I'm a Christian.
Wait a minute. And there's nothing wrong with that.
What just happened? He didn't do anything.
I will have God in my life until the day I die, and I'm going to heaven.
Well, that sounds like she's in denial. She must have done some real shady shit. She thinks she's going to hell. So now she's constantly trying to make herself believe that.
Take this and shove it up there.
Yeah, that wasn't very Christian. She just dropped a fat shit in there.
I don't want psychology. I don't want anything dark-sided.
Psychology's not dark-sided.
This is a God test.
It's a pretty easy test to pass. If you don't want to be there, just leave and don't cry. Can somebody help this woman? She's clearly in distress. Don't give up. What's her name again? I only know her as God Warrior. I forgot her real name. I think it's Margaret.